Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Rock the douchey for real. I look okay, but they went all out for y'all. Looking real good right now.
What is up? It's your girl EJ.
It is Tik in the building.
The highest chocolate. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Listen, you never know who's coming through the Ruthless Roundtable. We see you doing your thing, Deputy K.
The wonderful, amazing Tyler Perry.
The Pierre Johnson, y'all. Are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now, you know it ain't a party unless our boy Lenny show up.
Which, come on, son, at least you can do is do your
Now, without further ado, welcome to the Ruthless Roundtable, y'all. The number one spot for Ruthless Live recaps and conversations. Let's go. What is up, everybody? What is up? Welcome. We got the squad in the building, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Ruthless Roundtable. We are ready to talk about Ruthless, but y'all already know before we get into it, we got a Stara in the building, and we got to celebrate her, y'all, because we are so proud of her. What's up, Tika Douchey? Hey.
What's up, y'all? Y'all embarrassing me already. What's up?
Yeah.
What's good to my squad, my people over here? I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for supporting your girl, even when I don't want to support myself. I appreciate y'all for real.
Oh, that's so sweet. Now, if you did not know, y'all, Tika was right here. If you watch the Oval, you gonna see her. Okay, she's right there, y'all. See that signing it up. All right, let's see who we got in the building, y'all. We like to thank everybody for coming out to talk about Ruthless tonight. Daria, Queen, Angel, thank you guys. We appreciate you, and everybody who hasn't said anything in the chat, we know you watching it. We appreciate you guys. So let's get into this episode because, man, we learned some more stuff, y'all. It was a lot. It was too much for me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was like, So, okay, let me get these clips up, y'all. While I'm getting the clips up, y'all, Jay, let's start with you. Rate the episode and overall feelings, and then Tika, you go next.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to rate the episode, and I got to keep it real, right? I love Ruthless, but I got to keep it 100. This one, to me, wasn't the best episode. And you know, not every episode is going to be the best. So I rated it a 6.5. It was very informative. Yeah, I gave it a 6.5. Very informative, but not that entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. It's okay because I know what we're leading up to. I know we're leading up to everything that's about to happen. We're going to discuss, but 6.5 for me.
Well, I didn't go that low this time around. And y'all gotta forgive me. I do have a cold, so please bear with me. But I gave it a 9. Like this time around, I gave it a 9 only because we received answers from a lot of the past season. We received a lot of the answers that we were looking for. I.e. Tally and the poison. Like that was one of the biggest things for me. And then I'm sure we're going to get into it, but a lot of questions were answered. And so, you know, I'm just ready to dive in. Yeah, but I still gave it a 9. I know I went low last week, but this week I had to give it a 9 only because those questions were answered.
Okay.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, I gave it a good old, I was at about a 7.58. I was kind of with you, Jay, on that one. It wasn't a lot of like entertainment, but there were a lot of answers. So I definitely had to rate it somewhere between, about an 8. I'd say maybe 8.5. And that's because the whole highest thing and Daikon and I don't know, just the information itself. And the one thing that I know, we're going to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Okay, y'all. So when the episode opens up, it opens up with right where it left off, actually. And that was with, dang, I can't even think of her name. What's her name? Desiree. Good old Desiree. Her and Cal have stopped the Rolls Royce and a young man has gotten out. Jay, go ahead and kind of break that scene down for me. Talk about it a little bit. I am going to get to those pictures. I'm going to restructure this, y'all. I don't like the way it looks. but you talk about that.
What we talking about again? Lead me into what we talking about?
The first scene from the very beginning when they first come out, and the way she, especially because she does do this thing where she isn't telling Cal stuff. So even talk about that and their kind of dynamics that they have going on, because I don't know, it feels like it's shifting a little bit. It's weird.
Well, I mean, ever since Andrew said what he said, as far as her being community property, it's been kind of weird ever since. You know what I mean? So now that, he kind of knows that, being that, Desiree, Andrew said, hey, you slept with Malcolm and you sleep with all your subordinates, right? So it's been kind of weird ever since. She's not really telling him anything and she's making moves without him. The highest is not in the car, right? This little young guy's in the car and they was about to impound the car. And then Desiree turns around and said, nah, we're going to let him go back to the campus, right? And then he's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And once they leave, she's like, oh, I put a tracker on the car. He's like, why didn't you tell me that? Like, why don't you cue me in as to what's going on? I don't know why she's acting like that now. Maybe you guys can explain as to why she's not telling him everything. But she did say, well, the less you know, the more you can deny, whatever. But it's just like, it didn't make sense to me why she was acting like that now, because they've been working together all this time. Even last episode, they put cameras to surveillance somebody else. I forgot who it was. But yeah, like she didn't even tell him about that either. So it's like, what's going on? Ever since Andrew said what he said, it's been kind of shady between these two. So you guys tell me, what do y'all think about that?
Tika, what you think?
Listen, Cal just need to get out of his feelings. I understand that he's a little emotional. He was probably frustrated because he ain't getting none and she ain't giving him none and he ain't giving her none. He's probably frustrated with that. But I understand her trying to protect him. The less he knows, the better off he will be. But then also, just like Jay was saying, like they've been communicating since before Andrew made that, statement. So why not keep the information going? Like keep communicating with me so that I know what page you're on, because I'm gonna have your back regardless of what Andrew has said. I'm still going to have your back. And so, I thought in the whole scene, I thought it was a smart move for her to put that tracker on the car and send it back to the compound. But I mean, do we really think the highest is gonna be stupid enough to get back in that Rolls Royce?
Right.
I don't know.
That part. Exactly. So on to the highest and Daikon. Speaking of the highest, then we have the situation where Daikon is telling him what's going on, like what happened and the reason, that the car was stopped and stuff. And so, he's like, but that was a gift from the rock. I can't even get it out. He actually says it was a gift from the Raccoon. I'm like, Tyrone, that car was stolen. Stop playing, Tyrone. Oh my goodness.
Did y'all notice the plate said Raku wanted to?
Say that again.
The license plate on the back of the Rolls Royce said Raku, yo. Yeah.
He was owning that. And the fact that the driver license, the DMV, actually sent him a tag that said Raku on it. That threw me off. I was like, seriously.
Unless they made it, they do their own thing. They got their own tools in the bus and all of this and that. They made the whole license plate. You never know.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even pay attention to that. That's so funny. I gotta go pay attention to that. That might gotta be my new profile picture. But but I just thought that was interesting that the highest believes some of his own BS sometimes, because sometimes I used to wonder, does the highest really believe the things that he's saying? But he does. I just don't know if Daikon believes the things that he says, but I believe that the highest truly believes all the voices in his head. So, anywho, they go on to do what they have to do. And then that's when we are going to get a interaction between Ruth and one of the Finesse twins. That's their new nickname now. One of the Finesse twins. Tika, let's talk about that scene. And I don't know what Joan was, not Joan, I don't really know, because she on my mind hard, y'all. I don't know what Ruth was really doing, to be honest. Like, girl, there wasn't no keys in there, but go ahead, Tika.
Girl, Lewis walked in there and said, Ruth, what is you doing? Like, he really sounded like he was from Florida or Georgia at that time. I was like, I feel you. Like, I talk like that. So I was there with him, like, girl, what are you doing in this bus? Why? Why are you in here? There's no reason for you to be in here at all. But in her mind, she was looking for some keys. She did find a set of keys. Now, whether those keys actually work, I don't know. But like, to me, that's the bus of death. Like, all kind of craziness happens on this particular bus. That should be the last place that she go. But I mean, she found what she was looking for. She was looking for some keys. And, they talked about the plan, which was him saying, I know your daughter's not here, but I'm gonna come back and get you. Bruh, if I leave the compound, I'm not coming back to get you. So the lies, that's all I'm saying.
Especially if she gives him the money. Like, Jay, was you buying that? Because I wasn't.
Again, this is the part that brings it down for me as far as the rating, because again, we're having the same conversation over and over and over. And it's like, yo, we already established that we're going to get the money. We're going to give it to Lewis and George. They're going to do what they got to do and then come back as long as the kids come back. So it's now we're having this 5-10 minute conversation again. And I'm just like, dude, can we move on from this? Like, we know the plan. So I'm just as frustrated as the FBI because we're not really moving anywhere. I'm just keeping it 1,000 as far as this episode goes. That's how I feel about it.
Oh no, absolutely. I feel that way about a lot of different times when stuff is repetitive that we already know. I feel like it just takes a little piece of the time that we could have been doing something else. So I get it. No worries. Yeah, I completely understand that. So anyway, as they're coming out, your girl Bridget is going to be out there standing. What you think, Jay? What you think when you saw Bridget out there? First off.
I kind of figured this was going to happen because it's like, okay, this is a setup for something. Why they have the same conversation and all of a sudden, okay, let me get out of this bus. Oh, who's that standing there? Had to be her. Had to be her. We already know she's jealous. We already know she's already questioning Lewis over and over and over and over. Even though Ruth told her it's not happening. Even though Lewis is like, yo, I'm not getting with her. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with whatever. But the question is, does she know the entire plan? Is he putting her on to the entire plan? And if not, that's probably why she's just like, oh, they messing around with each other. She doesn't have all the information, I guess. And that's why she's feeling the way she's feeling. But we already know where it's going.
Exactly. Tika, question. Does she need to know all of the plan? And is it a good thing that she clearly doesn't know that Ruth is in on this plan? Because that seems to be the big key, the part that's missing, as Jay was saying, that she has no clue what the whole plan is and who the players are.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, because she's too emotional. First of all, she's standing out there like running from Raising Canaan, just out the blue, just standing there. Like, girl, why? Why are you out in the middle of nowhere just standing there? But yeah, I don't think she needs to know because she's too emotional. She's moving too emotional. She always thinks that everybody wants Lewis, but in actuality, that's not the case. They're working on a plan that if she quote unquote trusts him enough, then she will just let it go and trust that her man is doing what he says he's going to do, which is get them off the Rockadoochee compound.
Okay. I love that. Her man, because oh my goodness, she doing too much. Now, these two right here, oh my goodness, y'all. This show girl, Jay. So you already know. You got to break this part down. Tell us a little bit about what was going on and what your thoughts were.
I don't remember. Start me off, man.
Yeah, this is when Elder Mother Marva decides to come check on Lacey. And, she had sent Laura in there to help with the washing. And she goes on to have Lacey tell Laura why she was being punished, why she was chained. And we hear the same thing. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So again, I just love how they know now. They both, Lacey already knew. And she was putting Laura on like, play the game. You know what I'm saying? Just say, yeah, and it's a wonderful day in the Raku and all of this and that, right? And yeah, she was like, how did I do? I remember Laura was like, how did I do? And she was like, don't act like you too clear. You know what I'm saying? Act like you still on the stuff, because if you're not, then she's gonna make you take some stuff. So it's cool to see Lacey kind of putting Laura on, but Laura is still freaking out about this whole thing now that she has a clear mind, like, yo, this place is crazy. I got to get to my husband. So now she's really thinking about Ron, because Elder Mother's really trying to drug them all up, man. So yeah. I like this scene. I like how Lacey's kind of like, putting it on like, yo, this how you do it, this how you do it, this how you do it. So it's like the veteran teaching the new Jack how to really survive in the Raku.
Absolutely. One thing that we did here in this scene, Jay, Tika, was how it was something similar that Andrew said when Aaron asked him why was he chained up. He tells him because he wanted to be. It's the same thing Lacey said. I said, is this like in a day and y'all rock handbook somewhere? Like if somebody asks you, this is what you say.
Right.
Okay. Like,
yeah. That definitely seems like it's in the Rockadusha handbook. Lie your way out of. But this is why, you guys. This is why Elder Mother Marva punishes Lacey the way that she does, because she plays her so well. She thinks that she's actually training Lacey to do live the Raku way. But then when she tries to escape or whatever she does, it's like, girl, you got me again. Like you played me. So this is why the punishments for Lacey have been so harsh. She keep playing Elder Mother Marva for a fool. So, yeah. Poor Lacey, but
every single time.
Yeah, it's true.
It's so funny. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about River and old Ruth, y'all. So Tika, kind of break this scene down. Talk to us about what was going on, what your feelings and thoughts were.
Yeah, so we see that Ruth is she has those keys and she's trying to open up the trunk of one of the vehicles. I don't know if she's looking for the kids in the vehicle or if she just looking to see if the trunk is going to open up. We don't know exactly what the purpose is behind that, but she's emotional because her daughter has yet to come back to the Rockadusha compound. She's like, where is my daughter? So she's crying. Like, I'm like, dang, I kind of feel bad for you, Ruth, but you did bring your daughter here. Anyway, of course, River is like trying to figure out how he's going to get out of the mess that he has gotten himself in with Peter. He's automatically assuming that Peter is going to tell on him. Like he's automatically assuming that, but he doesn't really know. He hasn't even talked to Peter to figure out what Peter is actually going to do. So now he's trying to figure out, based on what Joan said, to get him some poison, like take him out. But this is the part. She reveals that, Elder Mother has that cyanide. She has it hidden because we thought, this was one of the real villain moments. We thought that Tally poured the cyanide out, but in actuality, it was something totally different. When Elder Mother found out that that's what Tally had done, she locked the cyanide out. So in actuality, y'all, at some point, if they really drank the Kool-Aid, they all gonna go meet the Raku. So that's what that whole subject was. That thing was about.
And that was crazy to me because I was like, dang it, Tally. Dang it. Were you shocked to find out that the stuff, that the cyanide was not actually poured out, Jay, that it was something else?
I don't remember that. Like I thought it was, because remember when they did go into that area and get the whole bucket that had it in there? I remember, who was it? Was it Oliver that was with her? Wasn't it Oliver that was with her? And he was covering his mouth, like covering him so he wouldn't inhale it. So I'm thinking all this time that was the cyanide, but you're telling me now it wasn't the cyanide, it's the salt? Or did she get more? You know what I mean? It's like, so it was way back. It was way back. But this conversation, once again, same conversation, except the only two elements that are different is the trunk with the keys and the whole Peter thing, right? Also, I think she might use that trunk like for a stash, right? Like I think she's gonna take her own side money and put it in the trunk or something like that. And doesn't she still have the key to where they keep the stuff? So I remember she still got that key. So
yeah, she's out here.
She still got the access to where all the stuff is, because I remember her getting something for Scumbag Manny so he can get his dang to kind of work again, was whatever it was. So she still has that key to that.
It was an antibiotic.
Right, there you go, the antibiotic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she still has the key to that, but I guess River needs that key so he can get whatever he needs to then take out Peter so Peter won't snitch on him. So we'll see how this works.
Exactly. And once again, River brings his problem to Ruth to fix. And it's so funny because you're right, Tika. He doesn't even know if this is really what Peter is going to do. My thing would be I'd be trying to find a way to sneak in there to see Peter at this point. But he is in there with Malcolm, so that might not be a good idea because Malcolm wilding out right now. But I don't know. I'd have to figure out something different. I don't know if I'm gonna go straight to taking him out. But it's a doggy dog world down there. Speaking of Malcolm, y'all, Malcolm, our good old friend Malcolm, Tika. Let's talk about Malcolm for a second. Malcolm reveals even more information for us. I just feel like we are definitely getting a whole lot of answers and a whole lot of information in this second half. Is it second half of the season or the first half? Whatever part it is.
Second half.
Yeah, second half. We getting a whole lot of information, and we learned more things about the Hyatts. Now we knew they were, we knew they was together, locked up, but we've learned now that Elder Mother was there. So, which is probably one of the reasons why she talks to Daikon the way that she talks to him. It starts to make more sense. But then we learn Malcolm is like, how in the world are y'all following this dude? You know what I'm saying? He got to stay medicated just to basically stay sane, and y'all following him. And then he goes on to reveal what happened to, him in prison. So talk about that a little bit, Tika. And I think this explains some of the psyche of him as well.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna just say this real quick about Malcolm. This goes back to where I was trying to say a few episodes ago, how Malcolm, he wasn't always a mess up. Before he got on the cocoa, he wasn't always a mess up. So how else would he know these details? He studied the Raku. He was on surveillance for the Raku. So he definitely knows a lot. And he's basically trying to convince Peter to say, hey, man, I can do what I can do to help you get out of there. Now, it seems like he's actually getting to Peter. Like he's kind of to where he's like, is being punished okay? Is being hit okay? And Peter is kind of like, nah, it's not right. You know what I mean? But I think he's only saying that because it's him. But when it came to turning that shock button on Malcolm, he had no problem with it. So I don't know if he's completely gotten to Peter or to Peter, but he's trying his best. And this is just fight or flight type mode for Malcolm right now. He's doing whatever he can to survive, and maybe somebody will actually hear his plea and help him get out of this container.
Okay. Jay, talk about this scene a little bit. What'd you take from the scene? Did you feel like you learned any new information? Did you feel like Peter was maybe getting to Peter a little bit? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so this is the 0.5 in my 6.5. So this was the 0.5 that kind of bumped it up because I agree with Tika. Somewhere along the lines, he was good. He was a good agent. I want to know what changed. That's really what I want to know. What changed in Malcolm? What happened? Did he get addicted to stuff? Was he addicted to the punani? You know what I'm saying? Because something changed that had him all messed up on the stuff. But this was definitely a very informative. Like I said in the beginning, it was a very informative episode. And this right here was a lot of information that we got about Anthony, about Tyrone being locked up, and then Daikon came and saved them from getting beat down from all the dudes, and then they fell in love with each other. And then, of course, Elder Mother was in the jail. We found that out in another episode. So they was all in the same jail together. And yeah, we found out about Peter being at the bus stop, hoeing himself at the bus stop, and how the highest saved them from that. You know what I'm saying? So when he was like, yo, man, Tyrone's crazy. You're crazy to believe in him. It threw Peter off where he got mad because he believes in the highest, because the highest basically saved him from hoeing himself at the bus stop. So he gave him a better life to be a soldier, to be on the Raku campus and the whole nine. So yeah, he was definitely getting to him. But yes, we know that Malcolm definitely from this conversation used to be a really, really good agent.
Absolutely. Somewhere down the line, something did change. Shout out to Tamika's Den. Thank you for coming through, boo-boo.
Yo.
But yeah, somewhere down the line, something changed, and who knows what it is? Maybe we'll find out, maybe not. We'll see. We've been getting a lot of answers, so maybe we'll get a little bit of backstory with that as well. But It was interesting about the highest, being taken advantage of, because now he's the one that takes advantage of people, and it just goes to show. That's why I was talking about the psyche, like. something happened really bad to him, and hurt people sometimes. Not all hurt people, but most hurt people will try to inflict hurt on other people. And now it seems like that's exactly what he's doing. And he's in this place of power. And it just goes to show that, like there was something that got the highest to where he's at. We already know that he, is listening to people in his head, but I think that is a pivotal part in why he also does the things that he does, because now he gets to be in control and everybody listens to him and nobody's going to take advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to protect him. It's almost like he has this big group of protectors now, and it's crazy. But anyway.
So we go way back. If we go way back, we remember from all episodes before, he was traumatized as a little boy being in that closet, listening to the men come in there and do what they did to his mom. So he was traumatized then. Then he had that incident where he was taken advantage of. So yeah, as you said, hurt people do hurt people. Now he's at the point where he has convinced himself he is the highest above all, right? With the Raku. And he has found a way to kind of, get the gift of gab in order to change people's minds and hearts to follow him. So yeah, just like you said, they're protecting him at all costs. He just has that gift.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So yeah, that was probably one of the most interesting parts of this entire episode to me. I don't know what, I just been wondering about that for a long time, and now we have our answer. So let's move on, because we're about to get into it, y'all. Let me tell y'all, this was maybe not the most, this probably was my most, and then the other part, they was even, because I was hyped on both of them. So you gotta, Jay, you need to add another 0.5, because this it's like a 0.5.
This was the 2.5, the 2.5, and then the other part was 2.5 to make it the 0.5 on the 6.5. So, but this was really good, and I like how they really listen. They're good at their investigation, right? I mean, they finding out about the accounts that Jones set up, that account, and then they talked about how Laura's on the account with Joan. I was like, yo, that's crazy, right? And then they had the Lilo picture, and it's like, yeah, what happened to him? They don't know, because we know he all chopped up in that trunk for way back. So this was very, very, like I said, informative. 2.5 informative for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was good stuff. This guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. Clint, whatever his name is. Coolidge. Yeah, he's on top of it. He's on top of it.
Okay. Listen, Coolidge was definitely the MVP for me. He came in with all the facts. He didn't just stop at Joan being the finance or the accountant. He found out that she had filtered $1 million into her own personal account.
Right.
Old girl Laura, and then Lilo's motherfuckers. Yes, somebody finally cared about Lilo. Like they finally brought some insight as to, this is his PO. He's missing. Like. They finally revisited Lilo. So I was happy for that. And again, I just gave Coolidge, I gave him the MVP because he came through with the facts.
That is very true. He really did. And now we already know that he's not the senator's son. So we know why nobody was looking for him. But because, he wasn't, that high up on the radar. But now he's on the radar of the ATF and they want him. So, this is going to be really, really interesting, y'all. Y'all know I've been back and forth on Joan for a while. 1 minute, I think that she in way deep. The next minute, I'm like, I don't know. And then I'm back over here. And now, here we go. I'm like, Joan has already gotten $1 million, y'all. But you still want a piece of the $3 million.
She wanted it all. She was she was in that office slaving over those books. She's been transferring funds and laundering funds for the cartel. Like she wants as much as she can get. But if Ruth didn't know about it and if River didn't know about it, I think she would have took it all. Like seriously, she could have got away with all of it, but they got involved. You know what I'm saying? So now she got to, get them in there.
Tika, can you answer that question right there? Can you see it over my
That was that it says, was that Lilo at the pharmacist's house? That was Lilo in front of the Hyacinth's trailer. That particular image was of Lilo in front of the Hyacinth's trailer.
You have that picture, EJ? I thought I saw it.
Yeah, I do have it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest trailer.
Man.
You know, where
Again,
these pictures at, y'all? Who taking these pictures?
right. I was about to say that again. Who's on the campus? I'm thinking it's that lady that was in that corner that one time. She back there. She was back in that corner, and she was just a lady out of nowhere, just standing next to the bus area. I was like, I'm telling you, there's somebody on the inside.
It gotta be, man. It gotta be, y'all. But Laura, y'all, Laura, I gotta shift to Laura for like a second, y'all.
Yeah.
I need to know from both of you, is AA Ron in on it or not? Because I don't think he know. At this point, he working too hard to get back to he just doing too much.
No. Aaron has no idea. His parents already tried to let him know your wife was a scammer. She was a
gold digger.
They tried to keep him a gold digger. And he married her anyway. She must have put that thing on him. But anyway, Aaron has no idea, because if he did, he wouldn't keep trying to go back to the compound to get her off of that compound.
Right.
He doesn't know.
He definitely doesn't know.
Okay.
He definitely doesn't know. Mm-hmm.
This what Mitzi said. No, the body of the pharmacist's house they thought was buried.
Yeah, CSI. Come on.
Okay, that was really Barry. Since we talking about the Oval right quick, that was actually Barry that was at that house. They hid his body. Kareem and Antonio hid his body, and now they're just now finding his body. So that's what happened. And y'all keep in mind, it's only like days in between all of this stuff happening.
Nice little crossover with the Oval.
Okay, definitely. Because I was like, dang, I was like wondering. I was like, what? Wait a minute, where they put the body? I'm gonna ask one of the experts, one of the Oval experts, because clearly gotta miss something.
Because she was right there, though. You see her, she was right there.
Okay, now exactly. Look, now I got the expert in the building.
First hand.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's just interesting that Laura, they pull her picture out. There she goes. She's the second person on the account. So Ruth is right, child.
Yep. That's what I said.
Right.
Said that in my video. Yep. Ruth was right from the beginning. Like Ruth, she got that instincts, boy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, why they here? How they get here? How they know to come here? What's going on, Joan? They here to take the money, to cutting in on money? Nah, I don't know why they're here. No, I just told them about it a year ago. She lied. She knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Laura was like, yo, I'm here to collect that $500,000. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm on the account. That's crazy.
Man, that was a lot, y'all. That was
what if Joan put her on there and she didn't know it? Only she put her on there. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. Never mind. Carry on.
I absolutely think Laura is knee deep up in this stuff. And then the crazy part about it is that now that she back to herself, you know what I'm saying? Because I would think that, because, you know, Joan already told him not to say anything, right? Not to say anything about him being the senator's son. She done had a conversation with Laura as well. I feel like Laura is just, we think that she didn't know to play the game. I know she was a little loopy, you know, at one point because of the DRUGS, but I do think that when she was first there before that happened, I think that was all part of the game. I don't think that she was that intrigued with the highest at this point. I think that she needed to stay there, so she was just going along, you know, with the flow with it. That's why she didn't want to leave.
I don't think she knew that the highest was going to do the whole powder thing.
No,
I thought that she was just going. Yeah, she was just there because she was there because, you know, they had the whole deal, the undercover deal we ain't know about, right? But then the highest, now she all blazed out. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. Yeah. Because at first I was like, you gonna come there because you think the highest finna heal you? Like, what in the world?
That's a lie.
So I was like, so all of that was clearly a lie.
Yeah. Good 2.5.
Oh, there go my finesse twins, y'all. This was my part. Tika, you take this one away.
Girl, don't mess with my man. She has pulled up on him at the gate. Now, did Elder Mother really tell her to take her behind out there to the gate to water the men?
Lies.
Girl, really, go take several seats. And he's like, I told you I love you. I got you. You my baby. Whatever. Just finessing her. But at the end of the day, I don't know. He may actually like Bridget, but we know, quote unquote, Lewis has a little bit of a reputation already to be a ladies' man, which is why she can't trust him. But yeah, she just pulled up on him at the gate like she was supposed to be there. 2 cups, and it's smart that George did not drink anything in that cup because he know what goes in the Kool-Aid.
He know what's up. Yeah.
He said, nope. That's the first thing I noticed. I said, he didn't drink it. I said, I was like, Lewis. I said, don't drink it. Don't do it. Don't drink it.
Yeah,
because
he know what's up.
At that point, the way she looked at him, when she was over there, the Michael Myers thing Tik was talking about. I said, ain't no way in heck I'm drinking that. I was like, don't do it. I was screaming at him. I was like, come on now, finesse twins. It ain't time to go yet.
But you saw George's face when she was like, are you sleeping with Ruth? He was like, ah, dang. And like I said in my video, my recap video, I have a feeling that Bridget, with all the emotion that you guys spoke about, is going to mess up this plan. Like somehow, some way, she going to get in between it. It's going to botch up. And then we going to see your girl Ruth with the blicky. Like, all right, because your girl here acting up. This is a change of plans. You know?
Yeah.
Well, Ruth is definitely gonna lay hands on her. We've seen that in the trailer, so she's definitely gonna lay hands on Bridget, and it's probably overdue because Bridget, she's just doing way too much. Like, calm down, get somewhere, and take several seats.
Right.
I just love his smile. He be doing too much. I was like, this is just a smile of a straight up player. Stop playing.
Okay.
That's funny.
Just doing too much. So then they bring the car back. Okay, so I don't think the highest is dumb enough to get back in this car ever again. Like, he's a lot of things, but he ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like that. Yeah. He cuckoo, but not that type of cuckoo. He not getting back in this car. So this car is done. So I don't think that her plan is gonna work at all. But I get what she was trying to do. But I just think that she's working emotional too. I think that she feels like she gotta do it now. She gotta do it now. And I just think she needs to keep doing what she been doing. Like, take their time. You done got all of this information. That's time. Y'all been doing this for a while. Because Andrew been undercover for a minute. So why rush it now? You know, like, don't do it. But anyway, y'all, finesse twins call Daikon up and they tell him about the car coming back. And then this was another interesting part, y'all. Jay, I want you to talk about the highest and the conversation and how he says these words. I trust you. We trust you, Joan. She's one of us. I said, tell me what you said.
So, yeah, man. Hey, find out. Why didn't they impound the car? Right. All right, I gotta make this phone call, but can I make it in front of Joan? We trust you. We trust you, Joan. I can put my hands over my ear. No, we trust you. You can listen. It was funny, right? And then the call goes down, and the sheriff's like, I don't know nothing. They got me pinned down. They follow me. There's nothing I could do, right? And the dumbest thing that she said that came out of her mouth was, I knew we couldn't trust the sheriff. How you know it was the sheriff, Joan? See, that's where you messed up, Joan, because this is where knowing too much and saying the wrong thing just totally exposes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you know that was the sheriff that he was calling? That's a burner phone. So yeah, that's the face of, damn, I effed up. I effed up. They onto me. Yeah, so.
Yeah, this was one of those times when you just needed to hush.
Just hush up.
Hush it up. Hush it up. Any thoughts or anything on this particular scene, Tika?
Nah, Joan was just doing too much. Like, girl, be quiet. Like, we know you know what you know, and we know you're doing what you're doing at this point. So just keep it quiet. Play the little innocent, mousy, quiet Joan, the one that is only there to help the highest get his money. But because she has opened her mouth and said something, he put her in her place. He was like,
know your place.
Know your place. Like, I felt like he was like The Rock. Know your role, shut your mouth. I felt like that moment with the two of them. So yeah, Joan needs to tread lightly at this point because now the highest may look at her a little bit slightly different. Yeah, that was it for that moment.
Exactly. He might have trusted her like 0.5 seconds ago, but just then she casted that doubt. And I'm like, girl, you doing too much. Just sometimes it's okay to just be quiet. Like it really is. So let's talk about Mac, y'all. Like they decided they were gonna make a little plan to try to pull Mac out, to try to trip him up because Desiree doesn't trust him at all. She has no proof, but she just has a feeling. So Tika, talk to me about this scene and what do you think about what they're trying to do, feeding him info.
Yeah, I agree with them. They need to, because how you disappear for hours and hours and hours, and then now all of a sudden you come in talking about you just came from running with your work suit on, like, oh, you didn't bring any change of clothes to work out in. Come on, Mac. Come on with the lies. The lies, the lies, the lies. So I'm just so disappointed in Mac that at this point I just want. They told him go talk to Andrew, but he didn't want to go talk to Andrew. He tried to play the whole role. I'm just so disappointed. Well, Mac, I'm disappointed in you too. Like, you played all of us. So yeah, it's just a lot. And now, of course, he's gonna go talk to the sheriff. You know, they're gonna scheme and plot. Say, I'm not going down for you, and I'm not going down for you. So they're right. Feed him some information and make him, eventually the truth is gonna come out. And then they can put Mac in that jail cell with Andrew. And take the sheriff too. Lock him up too.
Okay, like lock them all up. Okay, I still don't know about Andrew yet, y'all. I'm still on the side that Andrew have not went all the way over to the Raku. So that's where I'm at with that. Jay, any thoughts on Mac before we move on?
Okay.
That's my thoughts on Miggity Mac. Yo, just the worst lies, yo. It's the worst lies. I was running. I woke up. If he said I woke up late or something like that, I was running too. Like, dude, like they know already, just like you said, Tika. And I said this in my video, like they know already. They're just waiting for him to say something and trip up so he can implicate himself. That's all they waiting on. But they already have an idea that he's definitely down. So yeah, to him, clown. Mac is a clown. Yeah.
Mac is playing himself for real, for real.
Yeah.
And they haven't found the body yet of girl. That's what Mitzi was just saying, that Andrew hold on, not that one. Aaron going to tell them that he deleted the deputy. I mean, absolutely. If Andrew gets there, he gonna say something. So yeah, I don't think Andrew knows who to trust at all. But I know that he know not to trust Desiree and Cal, because I don't trust them either. Not with him. Right. Not right now, not with them. I know they're supposed to be the good guys, but what if? No, I ain't gonna say it.
Yes,
I always feel like there's somebody else that's gonna turn. You know what I'm saying? And what if it's one of them? Like, what if they're all playing the game? Like, you got the cartel involved.
But that's not too far-fetched. That's definitely on brand for Tyler Perry, right? Because everybody seems straight-laced, and then somebody gonna turn, and then somebody that's straight-laced. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. You never know what Tyler Perry gonna do.
Yep. Okay, Tika. My girl Zane. River messed up. Everybody was messing up. Everybody was literally messing up. Was this was not the show that was caught up, huh? What was the name of this episode?
Do or Die.
Do or Die. Because this should have been caught up. I think what's the name was caught up, but everybody just seemed like they was just, it was crazy. Talk to us about this scene and Zane, and what do you think now that she no longer trusts River? What you think the next steps is in Zane's head?
Man, I don't even know. Poor Zane, because she was just trusting that River was going to do right by her. And now she found out that River was not giving her all the information as to what was going on and how they were supposed to get out of there. So I feel like Zane at this point needs to kind of figure out some type of way of making her own plan to get out of there with or what. Don't worry about the money, Zane. Just get up out of the compound whatever way you can. But she's about to snap again, y'all. We saw what happened the last time she snapped. She's gonna snap again. She may go tell on River. I'm not quite sure, but River was supposed to be her friend, and he was supposed to be communicating and telling her everything that was going on. And she finds out that y'all had a plan to leave and you didn't tell me. Like, you didn't even, keep me posted as to what you all were trying to do, when you were trying to hit the gates or nothing. And now I'm finding out you got this homie lover friend that's locked up in the container that you're trying to unalive because you're thinking that he's going to, tell on you. So, but now you need me. Now you need me. Where were you when I needed you? Like, to tell me what this plan was all about or what was going to be the next move. So poor Zane, they keep giving her the run for her money. She gonna mess around and take all of it, and everybody gonna be looking crazy.
Okay, now that part. Now I was like half and half on this one because I was like, River got to learn how to lie better for one thing. But I really don't think that they're going to leave Zane. Like, I really don't think they are. But I really do think that right now, nobody still doesn't fully trust that Zane didn't really go off the deep end. So they give her as much information as they feel they need to at this point because of that whole situation that she had, last season, I believe it was. So I think that's kind of why she doesn't get everything. And then she also down with your girl Lacey. And y'all know, I love Lacey, but y'all know when, if it comes down to it, Lacey will tell it. If, I don't know why, but she will. So I don't know.
I think Insane Zane, she was overdoing it, man. Like, this is wild. Like, all this time, your boy River has been looking out for you. Come on. He gave you the pencil sharpener to save you from scumbag Manny. Like, I think this was just over exaggerated. Like, you didn't tell me. Like, she just went crazy for nothing. Like, it's like, come on. Like, we down with each other. I helped you out. You help. You know what I'm saying? We help each other. Like, so I thought it was just too much. Just, she was doing, as you say, Tika, doing too much for real. Like, she was in her feelings about nothing.
I completely agree. That's why I said I was half and half on this. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think they're gonna leave you. I just think they give you what they need to give you. Like, they give you as much information as you need, and then this way you don't have to be. You know how it is. Like, sometimes you don't give everybody all the info. I'm sorry.
Extra. Yeah, she was just being extra.
So, what do you think this leads to as it relates to Zane? Like, do her, Lacey, and Laura all of a sudden become a team, and now they're trying to get out too? And do they try to get to the money? I don't know.
I could see them getting together. I could see that going down, and I don't even think they're thinking about the money. I think they're just thinking about freedom at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely Lacey. You know, Lacey's gonna be the spearhead of all of that. And Zane has been trying to get out, right? But she's scared, she's timid, and she's trying to play the role with Elder Mother Marva so she can just be like, okay, I want her to trust me. So then when it's time to do what we need to do, we can get out and Elder Mother Marva won't be in the way. But she's going to get in the way anyway. So I could see that happening. I can see what you just said, Laura, Lacey, and Zane getting together. Yeah, I could see that.
There is one thing though, Tika. Lacey don't know about the money. That's the one thing, she don't know anything about the money to even want the money. Does Zane tell Lacey now about the money? Zane does know about. I'm pretty sure that Zane knows about the money, right? She knows about the money.
Yeah, she knows about the money. I don't think she will tell Lacey about the money. Simply, Lacey talks too much. Even when it's time for her own freedom, she talks too much. In the punishment trailer, talking too much. So, sorry, Lacey, with the red dress on. No information will be leaked to you. When it's time to go, just be ready to run.
Run. That's it. That's all you need to do is go. So, okay, y'all. So let's go to the very end of the episode, y'all. Here we go. Our boy AA Ron is he just like proficient at getting away with things. Like, I'm sorry, he just know how to get out. Every time you turn around, he done got away more than Lacey at this point. And he been there in a shorter amount of time, and he done got away more times. But talk to me about this, Jay, and then Tika, you next.
Okay.
Help me. Ain't nobody come to help you, bro. Help. And I agree with you, man. Like, this dude, this is called, that's why I put like a subtitle on my video called The Great Escape. Because this dude, just like you said, just keep going and going and getting out, coming back, getting out, coming back. Like, I'm getting like dizzy watching him go back and forth from the campus to almost getting away. I think this time he is really going to get away. I think he is. But you're right. He's like the freaking Raku Houdini. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the trunk, handcuffed. Oh, let me kick out the back seat. Okay, good job, man. Now what's gonna happen next? So it was kind of like we knew this was gonna happen because we seen, the trailer, whatever the case is. But man, you're right. He just keep getting away. Just stay away, bro. Just stay away. But he's like, I gotta go back for my wife. Little does he know that your wife ain't really thinking about it, but she is. It's like weird, right? Because when she's on the stuff, I don't care. I want to be with the highest. Now that she's off the stuff, I got to get to my husband because this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a back and forth thing, but Mr. Houdini there, the Raku Houdini. Iran.
I don't think she ever wanted her husband to get caught up in, like, to be unalived. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She just went there to get the money, or to make sure they were going to get the money. But I don't think that she ever planned on or even thought that her husband would get caught up the way that he done got himself caught up.
I'm sorry. Do you think that, because I know we saying he doesn't know about the account with Joan and Laura, right? But do y'all remember when he said that the parents cut him off?
Yeah, see, I thought about that too.
So maybe I'm thinking like, maybe Laura's like, listen, if we go here, blah, 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 blah. Now that we know that there's money involved and that Joan set up the account, if we go here, I think we can get something from Joan. She got a little something for us. What do you think? You think that's what's playing out here?
I thought about that. I was like, does he know or does he not know? Because I thought about the fact that his parents cut him off. So even though he's talking to his parents, they cut him off because of her. So maybe he does know. That's why I was asking y'all earlier. I think he in on it or not. I don't.
Tyler Perry once again confusing us. Got us questioning. I love it though. I do love that.
Tinkerbell, talk about this scene and answer Jay's question too. What you think?
At this point, anything's bound to happen. Whether he knows about that money, that would be definitely a plot twist for sure. If we find out. But see, he went to that compound, didn't think he was gonna end up in the cooler, didn't think he was gonna end up in the punishment trailer, didn't think he was gonna run into FBI agents tied up or chained up, handcuffed up in the trailer. So it's like, okay, is it worth me, losing my life over? So anyway, he could be in on it. He, that's definitely going to be something that we got to keep watching. Mr. Tyler Perry, we'll keep watching to see if this unfolds. But I was on the edge of my bed, like, okay, he's rolling out the back seat. He's kicking the back seat. He's getting he's got his head up through the back seat. He's got his head. Now he's in the back seat. Now he's. Now his head is out the window. Now he's falling out the window. Listen, I was like, run, Aaron, run. Like on what was that? Life, where he was like, run, ninja, run. I was like, run, Aaron, run, because at this point, man, if he take his behind back to the Rocket Douche compound, he got problems. But as Jay calls him, at this moment, he is the great escape artist. He's definitely out of there. Now we're gonna see what's gonna come up next on the next episode. We got a lot more, to see with Aaron. But I don't know. That's good if he's down with the money. Maybe it'll be worth it for him to, get something out of all the punishment and danger through. So crazy.
Yeah, I don't even think, like, honestly, the more we think about it, I think they honestly thought, oh, this is a peaceful place. Oh, Joan got a little something for us. We just got cut off from your parents. Let's go get it from her. And then we can live the rest of our lives. I think they were just going to walk in, get something from Joan, and then just walk away. Nah, it ain't going down like that. So, yeah.
It would have gone down if...
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say maybe it wouldn't have gone down the way that it did if Laura hadn't got powdered up. It was when she got powdered up, then she became unclear as to her real purpose of being on that compound.
Yeah, the highest, he had his little plan. Once he saw her, he was like, oh, okay, I want her to come in, like, So, how he does with the ladies, man. You know what I mean? And he wanted Aaron too, right? He was like, oh, you're beautiful. I remember when he met them, he was like, oh, you're beautiful. So he wanted both of them to be there and to stay there. And they were just like, oh, we'll just stop by to see Joan. Get this money. Up. Nope.
Okay. I don't know. I just think that I feel like Ron kind of messed it up a little bit too. To be honest, he just didn't play the role like he should have played the role. Once you saw that there were certain things going down, at this point, it's time to start playing the game the right way. And he messed up a few times that led to some of his punishments that he received and some of the stuff that has happened since then. But definitely Laura, getting the dust.
Yeah, I agree with you. He definitely trying to be sneaky with the phone, trying little tricks. You got caught, and then all the stuff went down. So yeah. But he did let him go. He did let him, like he literally let Aaron go. And Aaron, oh, my wife. Remember he was at the gate? So he was begging to get back in there. He was begging for punishment, really.
That's what it all come down to. But Laura would have got left, y'all. Y'all know how I feel. If I say F them kids, Laura definitely can go.
That part.
Okay, I can find a new wife, clearly.
Listen, once you go black.
And I could have found me another one.
Your credit goes back.
If he had left Laura, his parents would have put him back on with the money. Like he would have been back straight. But he couldn't let that Laura juice go. So now look at
But as we discussed this, how much of a cutoff did they cut him off? Because they're calling the FBI to find out where he is. So is he really that cut off, or is he just cut off from the money? You know what I'm saying? They're concerned about him, so they call the FBI. So how cut off is really Aaron from all of this? Or is this
the money part, the financial part?
Yeah, it's just the financial part.
To get a hold of it. You know what I'm saying? And
they still care about him.
Yeah, they care about him, and eventually they probably feel like he'll leave her, and they'll put him back in the wheel. You know what I'm saying? He'll get back to the money. He'll get back in.
Right.
Yeah. And right now, they're not going to give her a chance to be able to claim none of that.
Right. Because they are married. Like they are married. They are husband and wife. So like legally, if he was tied to the money, she would be tied to the money too. Yeah. So
exactly.
But they still care about him. They still love him. I mean, they call him FBI.
They care about him. They don't want to see nothing happen to him. They just don't want him to get none of. They don't want her to get none of their money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
So that is what's up, y'all, with Ruthless episode 15. Y'all know I don't know the name of the episode. Tika just told me I forgot it again.
Do or die.
Do or die.
Do or die. Oh my goodness. So I'm ready for tomorrow's episode. I'm going to bed early, y'all, so that I can get up early and so I can get my reviews done. Y'all know I was down for the count last week.
Okay.
So
DJ on top of it. Okay.
I gotta do right this week, because last week your girl was down. I was sick, y'all.
Yeah.
But so let's find out what's going on with everybody. Hold on, let me get this off of here. Bye, Aaron. Okay.
Hey, Aaron. Peace, boy.
First and foremost, once again, congratulations on your cameo-ish, whatever you want to call it. We love seeing your face. We love seeing you do what you love to do. So I'm proud of you. I think it's amazing. It's awesome. I'm gonna hype you up every single time, girl. So listen.
I appreciate y'all acknowledging my 0.35 seconds of airtime. I was awakened because I was under the weather all day yesterday, but I was awakened by Candy Love, and shout out to Candy Love for actually sending the video. And all the other love y'all been showing the support. I appreciate y'all. But anyway, y'all, thank you. What's the question?
What's that going on your channel?
Okay. I'm back. So as y'all can hear, I'm stuffy, but I'm gonna try my best. I gotta definitely do my Ruthless recap. If I don't do nothing else on my channel, I gotta give you guys my Ruthless recap. Definitely gonna do the oval because your girl had 0.35 seconds in there, and and then we have a couple of movie recaps that we're gonna do. The Stepdaughter, which includes the one and only Blue Kimball, also known as Andrew, and then I think I want to do Mia Culpa as well. I had already thought about it a long time ago, but I think I want to do Mia Culpa. That's Tyler Perry's Mia Culpa. So that's about it for me on all things Ruthless. Thank y'all so much. I always have a good time when I'm kicking it with y'all on these YouTube streets. So thank you. And thank you everybody for tapping in and tuning in with us tonight at the Ruthless Roundtable. Had a great time.
Absolutely, absolutely. VKJ TV has to have
Yeah.
VKJ TV.
Congratulations, Tika, once again. We've been waiting for this moment. We've been talking about it. So we're ecstatic. We're hyped. We are all for you blowing up on those Tyler Perry shows and soon movies. And your name's gonna be up in lights one day. That's what we see. That's what we want. When you win, we all win. So we're super excited for you. So congratulations again, my dear. All right. And I hope you get better. All right. Yeah, so we just did the Raising Kanan. All right. Who Runs the Block competition. Definitely had a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. All right. We may do a second competition. We'll bring everybody back, and hopefully, everybody be good. And definitely check out that replay. Of course, we got episode 16 for Ruthless, the recap. Check that out sometime tomorrow. You know me. I get on top of it. I get it out as soon as possible. So look out for that, for the recap. And then I am thinking about doing something on that Tyler Perry movie as well, Tika. So I think all of us need to get together on that, because I was thinking about doing it. Definitely want to go see it. Definitely want to check it out. Also, BMF is coming back March 1st. So look out for the recaps for BMF. Definitely going to have anybody that want to join. We're going to have a live discussion, but of course, look out for the recaps, look out for the theories, look out for all of that as well. So that's what's going down right here on VKJ TV. Family, salute, subscribe. You love the vibe. You know what it is.
Hey, with the sound effects and everything. I don't have none. There go mine.
That was better than mine.
I try. But yeah, so on my channel, y'all, of course, tomorrow we'll get all the Queen's Men out. We're going to get it out on time. We also going to get Ruthless out. I was behind on Ruthless, so I'm going to be starting from tomorrow, and we just going to go forward. We just going to keep it pushing. And then on Sunday, you already know you got to come over to Club Eden, where it's always a vibe, y'all. So definitely come and check us out there. My girl Tika Deshawn and I will be doing our thing along with all of our friends. And then nothing on Monday. I'll be tuned in to Jay if he does his thing on Monday. I'll be tuned in. And then on Thursday, we have our movie night with the ladies, and we're actually doing it on Mia Culpa as well. So if you guys decide to do something, I'll jump in on that as well. But so just let me know. But we are going to be doing our movie night over that. And then I felt like there was something else that was happening. But hold on. That's next week. Yeah, so next week I'm going to be starting my Sisters First Watch Rewatch. It's a lot, but I've never seen Sisters, but I love Zatima. So I'm going to look at Sisters for the very first time. I'm about to travel down this Tyler Perry streets, y'all. It's going to be a blast. So anyway, y'all, that's kind of what I have going on. So anyway, y'all, Tika, did you want to say something? Because you came off mute. Did you want to say something?
Girl, I was trying to figure out how did I dare forget about Virtual Club Eden. Like, Club Eden is absolutely a vibe. Okay? That's all.
Girl, you think it's okay. You know I got your back. I got you. So anyway, guys, we appreciate everybody coming out. Y'all know I like to shout out the chat. Ozzy, this is your first time here. Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you. You are always welcome. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels. Everybody here loves Ruthless, and we are glad to have you. So let's see. Essence came through. Thank you, Essence. We appreciate you. Mitzi with all the convo. We appreciate you coming through. Daria, always showing love. We appreciate you coming through. Tamika Zen came through.
Yeah.
Cheryl came through. We appreciate you. And let's see here. Queen came through.
Hola.
And there was a lot of people in the building, y'all. Some people didn't say anything, but that's okay. Hey, we're just glad that you came to listen. So we appreciate you guys. Okay.
Always.
All righty, y'all. Well, we're about to get up out of here, and we will talk to y'all later. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace. Salute.
Hey, Ruthless.